Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Toasted Sushi Podcast. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about a few things that have been happening over the week, both in a personal context and in a anime context as well. Anime, Japan, everything. So, a lot of anime got leaked recently. And for the first time, and this is for the first time, I think one of the first time that every single episode of anime of multiple anime have been leaked. So all episodes of the Terminator anime got leaked. Wow. We were expecting good stuff from this anime and all the episodes got leaked. So that's bad. Then Dan Dadan, the 6th episode of it got leaked, and the leakers are they were going to leak all the other episodes as well. And as of this is, when did they post this? I can't see the date on there. And this was as of about 2 to 3 days ago. So that, and then the entire movie Mononoke, not Princess Mononoke, just a different movie Mononoke, that got leaked. All the episodes of Ranma Half, the remake that was being done by Mappa, that got remaked. Then the first episode of season 3 of ReZero got leaked, the one that was supposed to be very long. And I think they were all from Mappa. So big loss for Mappa. Big loss for Mappa. Other than that, we have also, I am just in context, I am reading this off of a Instagram account who's called Today Anime News on Instagram. So if you want to also check these out, just get regular anime news, go check them out. Not sponsored. So other than that, we have Solo Leveling. All the episodes of 2nd season of Solo Leveling have been completed. The 2nd season of Kaiju number 8 comes out 2025. Other than that, the One Piece remake that was going to be made by, the One Piece remake that was going to be made by Wit Studio. I think they were going to remake the entire orange, not orange, blue, the first arc. I don't remember the name. Romance Dawn was the first arc, I think. I don't remember. But the first entire arc, they were going to remake it. And this is what I read on the Today Anime News Instagram, that the One Piece remake is assembling the Avengers of the anime industry. As in, assistant director of this remake will be Hideaki Abe, who is the episode director for Jujutsu Kaisen. Then action animator will be Ken Imaizumi and Shuhei Fukuda, who worked on Boruto and My Hero Academia. Then character designer and chief animator director will be Kyoji Asano and Takatoshi Honda, who have worked on Attack on Titan and Spy Family. Then series composition will be Taku Kishimoto, who has worked on Ranking of Kings and Haikyuu. And finally, the director will be Masashi Koizuka, who has worked on Attack on Titan. That's huge! And I think I read this somewhere that Oda doesn't really want them to remake it, just straight up remake it. He doesn't want them to just completely adapt and stay true to the manga while making this. So for the first time, writer is going yeah, you change up a bit more. You can do that. Go on. Don't just do the OG stuff right again. So I was sure. I'm interested in watching the remake, of course, because of course it's a remake. As much as I love the OG animation style, the remake is also gonna be pretty fire. Watching the first few arcs of One Piece in a much newer style of animation will be very good. If you guys did not know, Wit Studio is definitely one of the best out there. One of the best studios out there. They have made anime Attack on Titan. Yeah. One of their main ones are Attack on Titan. Then Spy Family, Vinland Saga, Seraph of the End, Great Pretender, Ranking of Kings. All these are made by Wit Studio. Then the Shikanoko no Konoko Poshitantan, the deer one, that's made by Wit Studio as well. So like they have made a lot of good stuff. So like this is huge that they're doing this. They also made worked for the Pokemon movie 21, the 21st Pokemon movie, and Fate Grand Order as well. So that's something. I didn't actually know that one of the Fate Grand Order series was not done by UFO Table, but it seems multiple studios worked on it. Yeah. Fate Grand, oh my god, Fate Grand Order, the main series, which is currently airing. It started December 27, 2014. It shows just like no dates because I think it's all the movies: The First Order, Babylonia, Camelot, Wandering Agatharam, Paladin Agatharam. So like it's all the movies, and it's being done by UFO Table, Shaft, A1 Pictures, Silverlink, Lurk, Wit Studio, Leidus, Cloverworks, Drive, and Ichigen Tokyo. So that's a lot of studios. So it just shows that they are veterans. Like they are, they are one of the best of the best. So I'm looking forward to their work on this as well. They also did Snickers X Attack on Titan. So that's something. Snickers. Hungry, grab a Snickers. Why? Or else you'll become a Titan. So they showed off the first look. They like a key art, and to be honest, it looks so good. Like I looked at the image that they put up, and it looks so good. It looks so good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so other than that, VCT has been going on, and playoffs ended today. From tomorrow, we go into the main tournament. And yeah, it's not looking very good, to be honest. Reason being, most of the teams, like the team that I wanted to go, like the team that I wanted to go through the playoffs is just not anymore. So like that's kind of a bummer. I'm kind of sad about it, but shit happens. Shit happens like this. Just stuff happens. Like in the pick'ems, I got a score of 90 points, so I'm top 17 in the global ranking. Yay! The teams that are in actual games of finals champions are DRX, Fnatic, Team Heretics, Sentinels, then Trace and Leviathan, then EDG and G2. Yeah, like. Man, I wish that Paper Rex got it because they are my favorite team. Like they're just like my favorite team. I wish they had gotten in, but they didn't, unfortunately. But yeah, they will come back. I am sure about it. I'm sure of it. They will come back. They are the boys. They will. And yeah, other than that, something big happened yesterday. Like you probably guessed it from the thumbnail, or you probably guessed it from the title. I got hacked. Yeah, that happened. So I don't know what caused it or what the fuck happened, but basically I didn't lose anything. I got everything back. Fuck yeah, because I'm sick. I got everything back. I nearly lost my Epic Games account, but thank God. Like I'm so thankful to Epic Games for like helping me out through the entire process of getting the actual account back. It was really nice of them to do the whole thing and like just helping me out through the process. Like I got my account back within like hours, like 3 hours, and like my account had got to the point where the guy had removed my email ID from the account as well. Like everything was unlinked, so there was no way for me to get in. But thanks to Epic Games, I have my account back. I nearly lost my Instagram as well, saved it. Nearly lost my Valorant account. That would have been bad. Saved it as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. Nothing of the sort happens again, because fuck me, I'll be pissed. But yeah, I did get antivirus after that. Stupid of me to not have an antivirus. So we have precautions now. I have an antivirus in. So hopefully nothing of the sort happens again. But yeah, we hope for the best. We just hope for the best. This is a world of internet. It's a social world. People are assholes. They will find a way to do shit that you don't want them to. Data is a very, very, very precious thing nowadays. So people will run after it. So let's get off from the sappy shit, the annoying shit, the bad shit. Let's talk about the good stuff. So for the past few days, a little thing has been going on between me and a friend, like where me and him, we love to just try out different games. And my guy, we both apply to every single, like most of the mainstream betas that come out, like games we hear about, especially like from YouTubers like Jack Frags. He's one of my main sources of like knowing that, oh, this game is coming out, so I should probably do that. So we both usually like apply for all of them. And for the past week or so, like I think I talked about this in the last episode as well. For since the past month, I have gotten access to like 4 or 5 betas, whereas this guy got access to none. And especially one of them being Mecha Break, which is something we both have been looking forward. Main reason being, I fucking love mecha. I just love mecha. So like, yeah, I just love mecha a lot. I will probably do a mecha episode at some point, probably the next week. The next episode might be a mecha themed episode. But yeah, like I love mecha a lot, and it's a third person shooter. It's really fun. It's a lot similar to Armored Core if you know about it. So like I had gotten access to it and he didn't, and he was just every time I would play the game, I'd just like open up Steam chat and be like, hey, and just type the message you get when someone plays a game you have. So I just type it out because of course he doesn't have that game. So I just type it out like, oh, Azion has started playing Mecha Break, and he'd be like, oh, go away, stop it, I'll block you or some shit. And finally, yesterday or the day before yesterday, the open beta for Mecha Break came out, so he got access to it as well. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun playing Mecha Break, especially like the customization is so vast, especially like the paint job part. Like I took one of the characters and just turned it into Evangelion Unit 1, so that was a lot of fun to do. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Like Mecha Break is a lot of fun. I definitely like will be playing once the official release comes out. Then other than that, there's Delta Force, Hawk Ops, also a really good game. I wish it ran better on like lower end systems, but I don't think it will because my system itself is like it's a pretty goddamn old one. So like, and I still run a GTX 1650, and like I run most things still, but like on the bare bones lowest settings. So like, of course, eventually it's in a few months maybe, or like next year maybe I'll switch out this. I call it the idiot box, my idiot box, for a new one. But yeah, that's that. I'm really awkward today, shit. So anyway, that has been happening, and yeah, just I've been playing finals a lot recently. The finals, if you haven't heard about it, it's one of the most arcadey shooters, if anything. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been playing with my 2 friends, who are like very really good friends. We've been just three stacking into finals ranked, and we just won our first games today. And it just feels so good when you win that game because like it's a tournament kind of thing. So you have to play 3 matches in a row. The first match is like 4 people in one lobby. The second match, and like there'll be 2 matches going on at the same time. So that's like 2 matches going on, each match having 4 people, and 2 of them win, 2 of them lose. Then in the second match, again, it's like 1 match of 4 people, 2 of them win, 2 of them lose, and the finals is like a 1v1, as in like technically a 3v3 because it's like 3 people. So like it's a 3 versus 3, one team versus one team. Whoever gets to 20,000 points first wins. So it's a very, very arcadey shooter, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's a lot of fun. You have a lot of different playstyles. Like you have the regular guns, you have regular AR playstyle, you have a shotgun, you can use shotguns, you can use pistols, you can use a rocket launcher, you can use swords, double swords, spears, hammers. There's a lot of daggers, throwing daggers. So there's a lot of different playstyles you can use. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so that has been gaming over the week. Coming back to anime, I have once again only not been watching as much anime for the past week. I have still to complete Fairy Tail. I think I went past the fucking arc where they go on to the other, like the replica of Earth, where they find like their own counterparts. I don't remember the name, but like it's L something. So like that arc, I finished that arc, and now I'm on to the next arc, which is a bit. I went past it, and then I went past the time skip arc, where like the time skip goes at like 7 8 years. There's like 7 or 8 years of time skip, so I'm past that, and I have yet to watch it. The main reason being like I watched it on YouTube, the channel Muse Asia, they upload it. So I'm just waiting for them to get a bit ahead because I had caught up. So I was like, let's just wait for them to go a bit ahead, and then I can like binge them all out. Other than that, I've been again loving Failure Frame. If you haven't, go watch it. It's the animation could be better. Some of the 3D stuff they do is not the best, but it's still good for like a low budget anime. It's pretty damn good for a like one of the well known anime. It's pretty good. Then Tower of God, been loving it. I've been waiting for it for a while, and now that it's back, I am impressed. It's still the same. Slowly but surely, all the old characters are being reintroduced, and yeah, it's been really nice. Then, other than that, one of the rather important things that I want to talk about on a much serious note, Japan got hit by another earthquake. Yeah, Japan got hit by another earthquake, and like it's really bad. I have been checking out like 3 days ago. It was a 7.1 magnitude earthquake, and like there was a tsunami warning issued, and like yeah, and like they're calling it like a mega quake. And like the earthquake itself didn't do a lot. They said like and the tsunami warning was quickly. So I'm reading this on the BBC website. So this is what it said. Like on the face of it, the earthquake that struck southern Japan on Thursday was not a big deal. The magnitude 7.1 quake did little damage, and the tsunami warning was scaled back quickly. But the earthquake was swiftly followed by a warning, which had never been given before. There was Japan's meteorological agency said that an increased risk of a major earthquake. Japan's prime minister has cancelled a planned trip to a summit in Central Asia to be in the country for the next week. For many in Japan, thoughts turned to the big one, a once in a century quake that many had grown up being warned about. Worst case scenario predict more than 300,000 dead, with a wall of water potentially 30 meters or 100 feet striking along the East Asian nation's Pacific coast, which sounds terrifying, and yet the overwhelming feeling that Masayo Oshio was left with was confusion. I am baffled with the advisory and don't know what to make of it, she admitted to the BBC from her home in Yokohama, south of the capital, Tokyo. We know we cannot predict earthquakes, and we have been told the big one is coming one day for so long. So I kept asking myself, is this it? But it does not seem real to me. So what is the big one? Can it be predicted? And is it likely to strike anytime soon? So yeah, it's just like it's been like real bad. Like Japan has been hit. Then this is off of the Indian Express, and it says that Japan issues its first ever mega quake advisory. What does it mean? So this is about the quake that it was said in the previous one that the once in a very long time earthquake that has expected like 300,000 people dead or 3 lakh people dead. The warning said the likelihood of strong shaking and large tsunamis is higher than normal on the Nankai Trough, a subduction zone. After a 7.1 magnitude earthquake shook southern Japan on Thursday, August 8th, the meteorological agency issued its first ever megaquake advisory. So basically about that, the big one. We will call it the big one instead of the mega quake. I'll just say the big one. So now, what is the Nankai Trough? The Nankai Trough is an underwater subduction zone nearly 900 kilometers long, where the Eurasian plate collides with the Philippine sea plate, pushing the latter under the former and into the Earth's mantle. This accumulates tectonic stress, which can cause an earthquake with a magnitude larger than 8. So basically, and like, yeah, Then you see like, oh, they got hit by 7.1, and a mega quake is, well, above 8. So it's pretty close. Like the TRAW has produced large earthquakes roughly every 100 to 150 years, according to the 2023 study. High probability of successive occurrence of Nankai megathrust earthquakes published in the journal Nature. These tremors usually come in pairs, with the second one often rupturing in the subsequent 2 years. The most recent twin earthquakes took place in 1944 and 1946. Notably, Thursday's magnitude 7.1 megaquake occurred on or near Nankai Trough, according to the United States Geological Survey. As a result, experts worry that the next tremor along the trough could be devastating. When can we expect the next megaquake along the Nankai Trough occur? In January 2022, the Earthquake Research Committee said the next magnitude 8 to 9 megaquake along the trough has a roughly 70% probability of striking within the next 30 years. Such a megaquake could send tremors to areas from central Shizuoka, about 150 kilometers south of Tokyo, to southwestern Miyazaki, the Reuters report said. Tsunami waves of up to 98 feet may reach Japan's Pacific coasts within minutes after the quake. A 2013 government report found that a major Nankai Trough earthquake could impact an area that covers about a third of Japan and where about half the country's population of more than 120 million people lives, according to a report by Nikkei Asia magazine. The economic damage due to the disaster could go up to $1.50 trillion, or more than a third of Japan's annual gross domestic product. But can earthquakes be predicted? No. An accurate prediction of an earthquake needs a precursory signal from within the earth, indicating a big quake is on the way. The signal must also occur only before large earthquakes, so that it does not indicate every small movement within the earth's surface. Currently, there is no equipment to find such precursors. So yeah, the situation's bad. Like, it's bad. And like they were hit by multiple ones, I think. One was 7.1, and I think the other one was like 6.9. Yeah, a 6.9 one. So like we just gotta hope that things don't become as bad, and just like pray, just pray that shit don't go south. Just pray that shit don't go south. That's it. Just before moving forward, I want to check out the website of the JMA, that is Japan's Meteorological Agency. I think their website will have a bit more info. Yeah. So 3.3. We had a 5.3 in the Hyuganada Sea at about very late, like 12:53 on the 9th this month. Then yeah, in the same place we had at 1:13 we had a 7.1, and then adjacent Philippines, but no, that's out, very out. But yeah, the 7.1 was there, and then yeah, the 5.3, then 4.9 Hachijojima, then a 6.8 at the South Sea of Okhotsk. Maybe that's like southern sea of Okhotsk. Where is that? Like, is that South Japan? Oh no, it's like very North Japan, so probably like somewhere near Russia. It's probably like somewhere Russian, like and the Russian side. So like yeah, that happened. And where's the fucking 7-1? Where did that happen? Let me just check properly, like where did that happen, the 7-1? Yeah, so the 7-1 happened, yeah, about like outside. Yeah, it happened like somewhat. It didn't happen in central Japan, but it like happened in southern Japan. So I think this is nearby. Yeah, it's happened around Japan Route 220, which is between Miyazaki and Kirishima. So yeah, so it happened in the south of Japan, outside of Miyazaki, the city of Miyazaki, or like the Miyazaki prefecture. And yeah, that's kind of like worrying. It's worrying. Like, because a lot of the people stay in this part and, like, well, center of Japan, that is Tokyo and stuff. Like, these are the two main places in Japan. So, like, and this is like proper South Japan. Like, I think after this is where you go to Okinawa and stuff. And, like, yeah, and I think Hiroshima and stuff, Hiroshima and places like Hiroshima are also close by, I think. Like, not that close by, but like on the same island over here. So, like, yeah, that's just, and like the whole area had like 5 to 6, like below 6 and above 5, below 5 earthquakes, like around that entire area. So, like, worrying. And like, Japan, even though Japan is like very prone to earthquakes, like, now that I'm looking at it, like, this is at as per like 8th of this month, and there has been like so many earthquakes, so many, just in that span of time, like hundreds of earthquakes, at least 100 earthquakes, like, because most of them are like what, one or like below two, maybe, like very small ones, small, not even big enough for you to even realize they're happening. But like, Japan is very prone to earthquakes, and all this just worries, a little bit. Is just a bit worrying that, oh, will stuff go south at some point? Let's hope not, because yeah, I kind of want to go to Japan too. So, like, it's a bit selfish, but hey, I want to go to Japan. I want to live in Japan, man. I love the place. So, like, fingers crossed and pray for Japan. Like, just hope that nothing goes to shit. Other than that, going back to the whole what's been happening on my week. Okay, we just taking this episode on an emotional roller coaster, like happy stuff. Ooh, that's sad. But then, hey, happy. Hey, sad. But then, hey, back to happy. Let's end off on a happy thing. My house was getting painted for the past 4 days about, and that's one of the reasons why, I actually was going to record on Saturday, but I didn't. Today is Sunday. I'm recording this at Sunday evening. So I'll probably upload this on Monday again. So, like, that has been happening, and it's finally done. Yesterday they finished it. Today I am in my room now, my new and improved room. A lot more space this time. I moved stuff around a little bit. And yeah, I have a lot more space in my room. I'm still waiting for my new table whenever I buy it. I will in a month or two, maybe. But I will buy a new table. And once that table is there, then the next target is customizing my gunpla. Yeah. If you guys didn't know, I have 2 gunpla that I got from Japan. One of my relatives got them for me. So I have built them, but I want to like remove them, like open them up again and like rebuild them as a whole. So I'm waiting on that. Other than that, I have still to like decorate my room with anime stuff. Like, I still have my photo frames to put on, my posters to put on, posters to hang, photo frames to hang. A lot of stuff I still have to do. I have to buy new ones, which I will again hang. So stuff has been a bit hectic recently. That's one of the reasons I just keep giving excuses to you guys why I don't have shit to talk. It's just that, you don't have always things to talk about. But yeah, things have been thinking, and I have been meing and living, existing. And I will continue to. Yep. And I will continue to. That's the cycle of life, That's the thing. That's life. We keep moving ahead, whatever may happen. And on that note, I will end the episode of today's podcast. I will see you guys next week, where I will do a mecha-inspired, mecha-themed episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.